My name is Ginger and this is going to be an outdoors vlog. I was just walking back home, and as it usually happens, you have a lot of time to stay in your own mind when you just walk on your own. And some things started to make sense, possibly also because I was on my way back from a job interview. And I thought, hey, let's share. Basically, the whole thing about owning up to yourself and who you are came on to me today. It's not that I didn't realize it before, it just came much more strongly than it usually does. Because for this job interview that I had today, I was extremely tired. I had a horrible night yesterday. My hair is ruined by bleach by now, so it's really just frizzy and everything. I couldn't put proper makeup on because of my cold sore. My nail polish is ruined and I haven't had time to be taking care of that. Like, I'm a wreck at the moment. But I still had this job interview, so what to do? And the job interview, I think, went really well. It's not for me to say, but there was at least a very nice feeling and an environment and a general mood around. And I'm pretty sure that the general attitude that I brought there helped. And the general attitude that I brought there was like, I know about these things. Like one of the first things that was I liked, it was, oh, you changed your hair color again. And I think it is a nice way to say that my hair got ruined. And even if it isn't, I know it myself. So if I go there knowing and being self-conscious about all these things, I am gonna be nervous. It's gonna show in the way that I'm gonna sit. It's gonna be a self-fulfilling bad prophecy about, it's not gonna work. I'm not a confident enough person to make it work and all that kind of stuff. But to be honest, and if you think about it, you will realize it as well. What we like about people is not necessarily that they're perfect, and then of course it's very easy to like them. It's their confidence. Their confidence comes from the fact that whatever they are, whoever they are, whatever they have, they own up to it. So it came to me because, again, I know I'm a wreck today. Like, I mean, look at that. But I own up to it. I know my hair is ruined and I just have fun with it, putting like headbands. I know that I have a cold sore, so I can just put a little bit of makeup, but I did it for my eyebrows and lips, and decided that that was funny enough, and I went, on the outfit as well, and I made it all pink to make it fun. It's all those things. It's turning around those things that you think are actually false or bad things and owning up to them. And the fact that you own up to them, it's what makes you impossible to attack on any level. Because basically, if you own up to whatever they could use against you and just have a laugh at it yourself first, it's impossible to use against you. And it's actually what makes you look like you're so confident, and it shows in your proxemics and it shows in the way that you will deal with people. It also came to me the example of Tess Master. I don't think I've talked about it on a video, but I discussed it briefly on Facebook some time ago when she was signed as the first plus-size model in a regular model agency, so not necessarily for plus-size models. The thing about Tess, if you think about it, or any other kind of plus-size blogger or peculiar person anyway, that you think, oh, they're so confident, how do they do it? Because you think automatically that, oh, because you have what would be considered a deficiency, like you're a bigger size, or your hair look weird, or you have, I don't know, too many piercings for what is considered normal, whatever that is. The whole point is you naturally go and think, oh, how you can be so confident despite those things. The actual thing is, they are that confident highlighting those things. Like, they own up to it. That's part of their personality, and that's why that's impossible to attack at that point. And that's what I did today. I owned up to everything that I had. And today it happens that I am a wreck, but I accept it, it's that. And in a situation like this, like a job interview, ultimately, what I bring to the table there is my ability and my skills and my knowledge. And I can still live up to it, and I can still explain how I know my stuff, regardless of the fact that I feel terrible, I look terrible, I know that I look terrible, and could I had a choice in this, I would have never left my bed today. But I did, and I think I did well. If not necessarily to get the job, certainly to know that I brought to that room the best me that I can be. Regardless of the hair and the makeup and the fact that I felt bloated and that everything, like there was no way to make it work and having actually a good base. So I said fuck it, and fine, I will own up to who I am today anyway. So my suggestion, every time that you feel like trembling about something because you think you're not good enough, and whatever you feel is your fault or your weakness, you will focus on that much more than people will ever realize it's there at all. So try to own up to it. Try to make this test, try to own up to it and see how it works. Like, I'm very much owning up to the fact that I'm filming in a park and people are looking at me weirdly, but hey, I stare back at them, I say hi. So yeah, whatever makes you feel uncomfortable and think it's a weakness, try to own up to it and actually build up on it and see what happens. And I think good things will happen. Let me know. I'll just stop, just because my arm now is really, really hurting. Ti prego, Vespa, no. Vespa, ho tolto posto io al mio, ok? This is an appendix to what I said before that I realized can be relevant, but I forgot before. We're walking home, by the way. And it has to do with criticism. I think people that have issue with self-confidence show in the way that they handle criticism, which is not well at all, and they always take it like a personal attack. Because when you build up your persona and you want to be perceived in a certain way, when anything you do is criticized, not even criticized, but not just praised, a confident person, someone that you consider like that, if you notice, will always have that kind of attitude that basically says, oh, that's interesting, that's actually a great perspective to have from someone who doesn't have just eyes in my head, so can see around. So thanks, I will consider that, and maybe I can improve myself based on that. I'm not saying that every kind of criticism or even attack that you receive is worth questioning yourself for. But what I'm saying is, know who you are, take confidence in who you are and own up to it, and always be ready to take a chance in considering what other eyes see in you. And if there's room for improvement, it's amazing if they make you see that, even when they actually mean it as a proper criticism and not actually a way to help improve. That being said, we're getting home.